Hello everybody and welcome back to Spirituality with Gabriella. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I am so excited to have you. On this channel I do pick a card tarot readings, meditations, and talk about Reiki and energy work. And if you want to work together one-on-one, I offer coaching, tarot mentorship, manifestation circles, and much more, so make sure to check out the links down below. So today's pick a card reading is about a love letter from your soulmate. So if you're curious what your soulmate would want to say to you, anything that they love about you, what they want you to know, then this is a great reading for you. So get comfy, tune in, and we will be talking about the 3 piles that we have today so you can pick your crystal. So over here we have pile 1 with the Carnelian. Here we have pile 2 with the Amethyst. And here we have pile 3 with the Limestone. So take a minute and choose whichever pile speaks most to you. And once you have that, you can fast forward using the timestamps below, and I will see you at your own personal reading. Thank you so much. All right, pile 1, welcome to your reading. So the first card you got is the Hierophant, and today we're working with the Gentle Heart Tarot deck, which is so beautiful. You have Justice, you have the 9 of Cups, and also the 3 of Pentacles. And I'm just going to pull maybe a couple cards here from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck and see what comes through. Okay, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Emperor. All right, so let's get started with this love letter from your soulmate. And forgive me if I call them your future spouse. To me, they are usually one and the same, but let's see. So over here we have the Hierophant and Justice. So the first thing that I'm getting from them is they're saying you're a really hard worker. You have an incredibly strong work ethic. You are the type of person where you have a goal and you will literally do whatever it takes to achieve that. So you are not the type of person to give up or to be kind of willy-nilly about things. You are very structured, you're orderly, and you're willing to put in the effort. And they absolutely adore this about you. With the Hierophant, we have an energy of great stability here, and your soulmate is saying that you're a wonderful teacher. Like, the way that you articulate things really resonates with people, and 2 people could be explaining the same things, but when you're the one explaining it, people really understand it and really get it. And so I'm seeing a lot of admiration coming through from your soulmate. I'm also hearing that your soulmate thinks that you're a very fair person. So you might have a lot of earth energy because we have the Taurus energy here with the Hierophant, and then Justice is usually Libra energy. But I'm getting a very earthy vibe here, like you're a very grounded person, and your soulmate loves how consistent, practical, and stable you are. So this is one of the things they absolutely adore about you. They feel like you are someone they can really trust. You're very loyal. You're not going to do anything weird or shady. You're the type of person that they can really trust with their life. And this is a really beautiful message. They're saying that they feel absolutely over the moon with you, and they feel like the fact that they're able to be with you, having this 9 of Cups energy here, is like their cup is running over with emotions. And they almost feel like you're kind of out of their league, or you're like a luxury aspect to their life. Like, if they were thinking about what their soulmate would be like, they never expected it could be as good as you. You are this person who totally transcends whatever it was they expected in terms of what they deserve or what they were envisioning for their life. And so they're just overflowing with joy at the fact that you are in their life. And if you two haven't met yet, I feel like this connection is definitely happening at some point within the next 2 years. So whenever you're watching this video, know that it's not too far away. There's a lot of partnership and unity in this pile because I keep getting drawn to the keys here and the scales here. So I feel like you have been working on yourself, and this person on a spiritual level knows that and understands that, and that is why the 2 of you are going to come together. Your person is also expressing that they feel you're very balanced in the sense that you would never want to take attention away from them. You're not somebody to steal the limelight or take the stage, so to speak, especially not if that would compromise them in any way. And I know that's kind of a weird message coming through, but basically what they're saying is you know how to read the room really well. So based on the environment that you're in, based on the audience that's there, you know how to kind of set your tone and adjust it accordingly. So you might act a little differently around their co-workers as opposed to around their really close friends. And this is something that they like about you because you're very intuitive. Like I said, you're very practical. That's something that comes naturally to you. And I get that you have a pretty solid business mind, and your soulmate really admires this because what they're saying is they've been with many different people in the past, and that has not always been the case. They like that they don't need to really explain anything to you. They can just trust you. You just get it. You just know how things are. So there's a lot of ease in this connection, and you unburden their mind. Like in the past, they would have to explain to partners, hey, this is a really important situation for me, and this is how we need to act. Like let's say they're going to a company event, or let's say their partner is meeting their parents. They used to get really nervous about that kind of stuff. But with you, they have this overwhelming sense of peace and joy, and they know that you're very loyal and you're the right person to be by their side. And I do get that they kind of want to show you off. So they're just honestly so mesmerized by you. They feel like you are the type of person who is very courageous. You can be outgoing if you want to be. I feel like you have a big smile and it's very beautiful. They want you to show your social nature, and they're just showing you being able to talk to tons of different people. Like if you go to a cocktail event together, you're the type of person to go up to others, introduce yourself, shake their hands, give them a big smile. And so your soulmate really loves taking you places and being places with you because they're honestly just very proud and they're so excited to have you by their side. We also have the Three of Pentacles here. So again, I'm hearing admiration, and admiration does come through a lot in soulmate readings, but this reading is particularly significant because I want you to really look at the energies. We have the Hierophant, Justice, the Emperor, the Ace of Pentacles. These are all very stable energies. So basically your soulmate is saying you make them feel so stable, so secure. They have truly never known this level of security before, and that is what makes you so unique to them. Like sure, they've been with people, they have potentially even told people before, I love you, but it's not this kind of love. Your love is the type of love where they know it is forever, and that is the reason that they're not gonna ever walk away. They'll never even look at somebody else is basically what they're saying, because you are so secure, you're so admirable. And there's a lot of career energy going on here too. So your soulmate feels like they have a lot to learn from you, not just in the way that you conduct yourself and your business, it's really in your messaging. Like I'm hearing from your soulmate that you are this type of person who can say anything, and even if it's a hard message or hard news to deliver, you say it in a very diplomatic way. And so again, this makes you a very good business person, and they feel like you're very wise, you're very good with people, and you're good at massaging difficult situations and working your way through them. And they feel they have a lot to learn from you. They keep saying that you're suave, that you're good at nuanced situations. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you work in organizational behavior, human resources, anything with psychology, anything with sales as well, or really customer interaction. It feels like you are able to deal with situations that can be kind of tricky, and you have this very sharp business mind. And also your soulmate is saying that even when difficult things happen, like for example, let's say you're on a project, like a consulting project, for example, and something falls through, you're the one to stay calm under pressure. So they're saying they really admire how calm you are, how gathered you seem. Like it feels like you don't freak out if something bad is happening. You stay very calm and cool, and this is something that they want to learn from you, because your soulmate is pretty collected themselves, but they're not quite as collected as you, and your demeanor is just very stable. So people don't know, even if you're internally freaking out, nobody will be able to guess that. So you also have the Ace of Pentacles here, and again, your soulmate is saying they feel very secure. They feel this is an abundant relationship in all forms. So this represents love, but it also represents finances. So the two of you have a very solid life together, whether that's currently or in the future. future, or both. Your soulmate is very proud of the life that the two of you are building together or have built together, and it feels like they could want for nothing more. So having the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles is like, wow, they feel powerful. You make them feel special. You make them feel like a leader. We have the Emperor energy coming through here. So truly you see this sparkle in them, or this light that other people haven't seen in them before, and that makes them feel more confident, and that makes them step up to the plate is what I'm hearing. And they're so grateful to you for this, because I feel like, again, they initially thought that you were out of their league, but you really see their potential, and then they rise to meet your level, so to speak, and they're so grateful because you are a transformative influence in their life. And I want to be clear by saying that when you meet this person, if you haven't already, it might not even cross your mind that they are not as sophisticated as you or whatever, but what I'm hearing is that's just your soulmate's perspective. That's their interpretation of the situation. They feel like you are extremely composed, extremely professional, so loving, so caring, so supportive. They have truly never met anybody like you. And so they do feel like you're out of their league, at least at the beginning, but they learn to gain comfort with that, and they feel so grateful. And because of that, they kind of rise to the challenge, so to speak. So this is the love letter from your soulmate. I hope that you found it helpful. If you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it if you feel so inclined. If you would like a personal reading or any other mentorship or coaching, then you can use the links down below. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So your first card is the King of Swords. So let's pull a couple more cards here. This is the Gentle Heart Tarot deck. And we're going to see what's coming through. Okay, you got the 10 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so let's start with these. So the first thing I'm hearing from your soulmate is, wow, they feel like they really hit to the jackpot when they met you, because you have the 10 of Pentacles here. And so they have this feeling like, wow, you're a very mature person. You're very grounded. You are very beautiful as well. They're focusing a lot on your eyes, your skin, your smile, but especially your eyes. I feel like your eyes truly captivated them, and your eyes also told them that you're very soulful and very mature. And you have this deep wisdom that they haven't recognized in other people, and that's what initially attracts them to you, whether you've met them already or not. Because what I'm hearing from your soulmate is that they're actually a fairly logical person. We have the King of Swords here, and this is them saying, yeah, I'm normally very logical. However, with you, you honestly took my breath away. I looked at you for 1 second, it was a quick glance, and I instantly had this feeling of, wow, this person could sweep me off their feet, vice versa. And yeah, you really did take their breath away. And I feel like at the time that your soulmate sees you at the beginning, you're wearing something kind of unique. Like, for example, what they're showing is like a certain jacket, like a furry jacket, a fuzzy jacket, or you might be wearing something that's velvet, for example. It just feels like something that kind of makes you stand out, and they like that about you. They feel like that adds an interesting vibe and also a certain level of creativity and artistry about you. Because what your soulmate is saying is you are like a painting to them, and they're not trying to be corny. They're being very honest here. They're saying that they haven't seen somebody like you who has such bright eyes and such beautiful features. And they feel like you look so perfect. It's almost like you look like a painting or potentially like a doll, whatever message you want to take from it. But they're basically saying, wow, you know, not only is your face so beautiful, your soul is very beautiful as well. And they feel like you're an angel that has come into their life. And so here we have the 2 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. And whenever we see cards like this, like the 8 of Swords surrounded by positive cards, the positive influence of these cards is shining its light on the situation. So what I'm hearing from your soulmate is that in the past, they felt very trapped. Like they live a very structured life and they have a lot of responsibilities when it comes to career. They can get pressured very easily. They can undergo pretty severe challenges at times. And at times the energy is almost like being squeezed. Like they have this feeling of, oh my gosh, I have to work so hard. I have to work myself to the bone. However, here you come, this angel in their life who's very beautiful, and your heart is as beautiful as your face and your body. And you bring this beautiful, harmonious energy that is just so caring and supportive. So what they're saying is you have shown them true unconditional love. This is not something that they necessarily knew before. Like, sure, I feel they have a good family situation for the most part. I feel like they are familiar with love, but this is unconditional love. And this is the type of unwavering support that you provide, and they have never had that before in a partner. And for some of them, I do want to say, I feel like they have been in only a few relationships, and all of those relationships were significant to them, but it's kind of like they meet you and then this connection feels like 10,000 times more significant, because this is also, like I said, a soulmate connection. So there's a lot of past life energy here. There's karmic energy, but in a good way, in the way that in this life you two truly figure out what it is that you need to do in order to be on the same page, be united, be harmonious, because I'm getting a very free-flowing, easy connection between the two of you. Many of you are water signs, so I am hearing Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio is definitely probably in your chart somewhere. And your soulmate is saying you're a very giving person too. Like you by nature have this heart where you're always giving, and at times you could receive more, is something that they're pointing out, but they love you for your heart, your good nature, the fact that you're so compassionate and caring. You are willing to always volunteer your time, your effort, your attention. Like you're the type of person where you probably have trouble saying no to people, and that definitely brings a lot of beauty with it, and potentially also some challenges, because maybe sometimes you feel a little bit burnt out or a little bit like you need support. But your soulmate recognizes this tendency in you, and they're saying they will always take care of you. They will always be the warm and loving arms for you to come home to. I'm feeling like you and your soulmate spend a lot of time just holding each other, like cuddling, watching TV. But the funny thing is, for sometimes you're not even really watching the TV. It's more like just being together is something that is really beautiful for the two of you. And your soulmate is also saying that you're so intuitive. They truly believe that you are kind of psychic, or that you two have a psychic connection, because not only do they feel your presence sometimes, even when you're not there, little things will happen, like you'll think of them and they'll text you at the same time. And that happens again and again and again. And this is a very strong psychic connection and psychic energy here. So the two of you have known each other in a past life, probably many past lives, and will continue to learn and grow together in this life. Your soulmate just keeps saying you're very nurturing, you help things grow. They're showing you planting flowers and seeds, and that is metaphorical for the most part. They're also saying that you love animals, you're very connected to nature, you have a very harmonious presence, and this is something that they truly admire about you, because they want to actually grow in their spiritual journey and in their connection to nature, but up until this point, they haven't exactly known how, they haven't known exactly what to do. Like, sure, they go on hiking trips and all of that, but you have a magic about you. And what they're saying is you're the type of person where your creativity can run wild and your imagination can run wild. So what that means is when you're going on a beautiful hike together, you truly take the time to look at the leaves in the trees, and you might even say, oh, it looks like a fairy glen here. Little things like that where you're truly picking up the magic of the universe. And so what they appreciate about you is that you see the world in this very artistic, beautiful light, and you help them actually see things that they wouldn't otherwise, things that they might pass over or ignore unintentionally. You truly help them visualize more, manifest more, find the world to be more abundant. And basically what your soulmate is saying is you're super magical. Not only do you look magical, you feel magical, you are this angelic, beautiful, effortless presence in their life. And they are also saying that it seems like you do everything in flow. So it doesn't feel like you're the type of person who gets very stressed. Like, sure, I'm hearing that some of you get anxious every once in a while, but when you are in your element, for example, if you are doing a hobby you really love, or when you're very creative, you are totally in flow, and your soulmate finds this very attractive physically, mentally, and emotionally. They're saying that this kind of aura and vibe comes about you, and they see your eyes light up, and they're really focused on how beautiful it is to see you interacting with something that you love so much. And what they're saying is they really love your passion for all of your hobbies, for all of the things you do in life, like nurturing your relationships with friends, with animals, with nature, and they feel so grateful that they can be on the receiving end of that same love. So these are all of the messages from your soulmate today. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, please give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, share it if you feel so inclined. If you would like another reading, or you would like to do tarot mentorship or join a manifestation circle, you can get that at the links down below. And I'm going to send you off with so much love and light. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! All right, pile 3, welcome to your reading. So your first card is the Queen of Swords, and we are using the Gentle Heart Tarot deck today. So let's see what your soulmate has to say to you. You got the High Priestess. You got the Two of Pentacles here. And I'm just going to pull some cards from the Rider-Waite deck as well. Okay, you have Judgment. And you have the Five of Wands. Okay, I'm going to start here because your soulmate is already sharing messages. So the first thing they're saying is you have a very regal presence. Like immediately when they saw you, they thought, wow, that person is stunning. And that person feels very elegant and also eloquent. You have this kind of proper vibe about you where even if you're not intending to be very regal or very collected, you come across as somebody who is both of those things. And that very much impresses your soulmate at the time of meeting you, is what I'm hearing. So their first thought is that you're very regal. Their second thought is, oh my gosh, I have a lot of competition on my hands because if I want this person, I'm gonna have to work for this person for sure. So they're kind of making me laugh because what they're saying with this Five of Wands card is not actually about you, it's about the situation, meaning that when they see you, they feel like you're like this diamond in the rough where perhaps they were trying to date a lot of people or they were going on multiple dates, they were having trouble finding somebody, and then they meet you and they know in their heart and soul that they have uncovered this diamond. And what they're saying is you're a very rare commodity, and they know that. They recognize that from the first moment they see you, or for some of you who meet online, even the first moment when they see your pictures and you match, they feel like, wow, this person is really beautiful and this person has a very good personality as well. So they just keep saying you're very elegant. That's something that really mystifies them at the beginning, but it makes them want to know more about you. So they do feel like they're gonna have to work for this connection. So if you're not currently in a partnership, this person is willing to work for you and they want you to know that. They also are saying with Judgment that they feel this connection is very destined. So they're almost making a plea to you. They're saying, please hold out for me. Please make sure that you understand how important it is to me that we're together. Like your soulmate has this unconditional love for you, and they're also calling it this undying love. Like the energy here is so strong. This person is willing to do honestly whatever in order to get you. It feels like they would do anything. They would go to really great extents in order to secure you as their partner. So seeing Judgment here makes me feel like your soulmate does feel like there is competition to get to you, but because of Judgment, they know your connection is destined. They feel this in their heart and soul, and they're willing towards it, and they're just saying, give them a little bit of leeway and time because you are going to have a lot of options. So if you're not currently with your soulmate already, I do feel like you have many potential suitors, and this is something that kind of intimidates your soulmate, to be very honest. They would never tell you that, but it does kind of intimidate them. And they're just wanting you to know on a spiritual level, they're willing to work through the challenges, they're willing to work through the competition, they're willing to prove to you that they are the best partner or the best match for you. So I know that you are used to yourself, you live with yourself every day of your life, but your soulmate is so admiring of you and so in awe of you, and they truly feel like you are kind of this regal, beautiful presence, this presence that they're not used to coming across somebody like you. You feel very unique to them, and that's something that they want you to know. I'm also just getting that you have this energy of somebody who is very well read or someone who's very inquisitive. So you're the Queen of Swords. This is how your soulmate is presenting you. And so what they're saying is, at first you might seem like you have a little bit of a wall or some reserve about you. And if you look at this woman, and I'll hold up the card for you here, she does look like she's inquisitive, she's curious, she asks all of the right questions. She also is discerning, so she knows she has a lot of options, but she's the type of person who's going to ask the right questions and really figure out who she's most compatible with. And your soulmate recognizes that you are this smart, and you also have this kind of secret vibe about you because you have the High Priestess here. So you're mystical, you're wise, you're also very, very smart. You're somebody who's not going to fall into traps easily, and your soulmate understands that, and of course they would never do that, but they want to impress you, and they're very motivated to impress you in whatever way is going to be pleasing to you. I'm hearing that some of your soulmates want to buy you gifts. They're kind of self-conscious about it though. They don't want to overdo it, but they really do want to please you and impress you because they know that you are a 10 out of 10 or a 100 out of 100. And to them, if they could go off the scales, they would, because they think that you are that beautiful, that secure, that loving, that mystical. You are this type of person who truly engages their interest, and they're never going to get bored of you because you always ask these very probing questions, is what your soulmate is saying. And so your conversations flow very naturally, but you also kind of challenge them, and they like that. They like the fact that here with the Two of Wands, we're seeing almost like a strategic energy, an energy where you motivate this person to be a better person, to become more well-read, to research more, to understand more about the world, and also you motivate them to really know what they're talking about. So they know that with you, they can't just bluff. Like, they can't make stuff up. Sure, they've been with people in the past, or they've been on dates where they can kind of say some casual sweeping phrase and people will not really call them out if they don't know everything. But again, you're very discerning. And so when we're seeing the Two of Wands here, they like that you actually kind of put them on their toes, and they like that you challenge them a little bit, and you're helping them grow more strategic in this way and more well-read and well-researched as a person. So yes, this is definitely a destined connection. A lot of karmic energy here is coming up as well. So some of you have been together in past lives. I'm also feeling like your soulmate is saying you help them face themselves. So that might seem like an odd message, but I'm getting for some of you, your soulmates dealt with self-confidence issues in the past, and some of them have been depressed or have been anxious, and yet you have a healing presence, meanwhile being challenging. And what they're saying is you help them face themselves, their true nature. You help them dig into their true spiritual path. So they can't run away anymore. They can't hide. And they feel so radically seen and heard by you, which I do feel intimidates them a little bit at the beginning, but they know that this is what they need. So when they meet you, they feel like you are the medicine. You are the thing that helps them unlock their self-growth on a deeper level. And I want to be very clear by saying this isn't in a way where they are relying upon you, but it is in a way where you help them open another door to their self-growth and their self-development, something that they haven't explored before in as much detail. So I do feel like they've tried to grow themselves. Your soulmate is a type of person who is pretty consistent at the gym, for example, and I feel like they go to bed at the same time. Like, they have pretty good habits and routines, but when it comes to true self-development and nourishing themselves, your soulmate didn't necessarily know how to do that, at least not effectively, until they meet you. And you ask the right questions, and you also expect a lot of them. You have pretty high standards, and you yourself are very independent. And so they see you as this mirror of how they can grow and how they can continue to work on themselves. And some of your soulmates, I'm just gonna say, are a little bit self-deprecating. So they're saying something along the lines of they're gonna continue to work on themselves because they're not 100% happy with where they are yet. And they're just promising you that because they love you so much, because they're so inspired and in awe by you, they will always work harder for you. They will always work harder to be the best person that they could possibly be. And this connection is destined, and they feel like they have to really grow a lot in order to be the best for this relationship. So I do feel like you're very happy with them from the moment that you meet them, but your soulmate is just yearning to grow even more, to make this connection even deeper, to show you the purest, most abundant love that they possibly can. And so when we see the High Priestess here, this is a journey that they're very grateful to go on with you by their side. They feel like you are their partner. They're not going to use you as like a mentor per se, but they are going to seek out your advice, and they are going to ask you to ask them questions, is what I'm hearing. So you're going to be very probing, and you're going to help them dig into the reality of situations and help them see more clearly. So not only do you help them see themselves more clearly, you also help them see situations more clearly. So things that might be challenging or obfuscated or kind of struggles, things that they don't necessarily know how to deal with, you help them break them down and be strategic about how they're going to deal with these situations. And lastly here, your soulmate is also just saying they promise you the world. They promise you they're gonna work their butt off, they're gonna make a lot of money, they're gonna get you the house that you've always wanted, if you want them to do that for you. They're just offering it, and they're showing this beautiful house, having a dog together, having children together if you want that. So basically they're saying they're gonna do everything they can to please you because you motivate them that much. So I hope this reading helped you today. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, share it if you feel so inclined. And if you would like a personal reading, you can always book using the links down below, as well as access to manifestation circles and my tarot mentorship and coaching. So I will see you all very soon. I'm going to send you off with so much love and light, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.